Hi guys, welcome back to Today's Reviews. I got another review for you here today. Just last night I watched the Netflix documentary Tony Robbins, I Am Not Your Guru. It is directed by Joe Berlinger, who also directed the documentary Metallica, Some Kind of Monster. He directed a bunch of other documentaries. He directed some of Oprah's masterclass specials. So this documentary was in capable hands. So let's dig into the review. Why not? Okay, so Tony Robbins, I Am Not Your Guru. It focuses on a 6-day annual sort of retreat that Tony Robbins holds. It's called a Date with Destiny, and then, like I said, it's a 6-day event. 12 hours a day, these people are packed into this little seminar room or a little auditorium, and costs like thousands of dollars to go to this event. Like I said, they're there for 6 days, and they're getting walloped with Tony Robbins. So, true to what Tony Robbins does, he is on a mission to help save people, better their lives, and help them improve to the point where they can go on and be the best that they can be. And I used to watch Tony Robbins when he was on PBS. If you used to watch Tony Robbins on PBS, this isn't the Tony Robbins that you see in I Am Not Your Guru. First of all, he starts off and he's cursing like an Irish sailor, and for a second that I was like shocked. I was like, holy cow! I never believed he swore so much. But he later goes on to explain why he swears the way he does in these seminars. And I can understand his point for swearing. But look, there's a time when somebody swears so much that it loses its impact. It happens with even when you're watching a comedian and every single word is a swear word, and to me it's not used strategically. It dulls the reaction. And like George Carlin, he was strategic where he used his swear words. It may have sounded like a lot, but he was strategic, and there was an impact to be made every time the man used a curse word. But in I'm Not Your Guru, Tony Robbins swears so much. It's almost like you start not taking him seriously. And maybe when you're there in the moment, you're like, oh, but I don't know, watching it, and I'm not prim, proper person. I've done my share of swearing in my life, if you can believe it. But Tony Robbins, he was doing it kind of excessively. But look, the man gets results. And throughout the course of this documentary, you see him interacting with a couple people who have very serious problems in their lives, relationship problems with their dad or with their boyfriend, or there was one woman who grew up she was born and raised into this Children of God church, who everybody in this church was supposed to have sex with each other because that's how God wanted it, and it was just a lifetime of abuse this poor girl went through. And of all the stories, hers was the one that really stood out the most. And it was about 2 hours long, and there was a lot of behind the scenes stuff that happened at this event to see just how massive this Date with Destiny event is, and what goes into making it all work, and the people that all go into making it work. And that was all interesting. But as far as the actual seeing Tony in action, he only dealt with maybe 5 or 6 people throughout the course of the whole documentary. I think it fell short a little bit there, but I love Tony Robbins, and I think he does a lot of good. And the documentary was certainly engrossing, I guess you would say. It wasn't, well, no, I wouldn't call it engrossing. I'd call it interesting. Let's put it that way. It is interesting, and I watched it start to finish. That's not always easy to do with documentaries. And so, and then the 5 or 6 people that were featured in this documentary. It goes on to show you what happens after, at the end of the documentary, which I was happy for, because I don't like seeing documentaries where they focus on these people over here and then you never hear ever again what happens to them. Like, did they succeed? Did they not succeed? What happened? What happened? So this one does recap you as far as what happened in their life after meeting with Tony Robbins. As for my rating for this documentary, I give Tony Robbins, I Am Not Your Guru, I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was okay. There were some powerful moments in the documentary, but it wasn't as powerful as I was hoping for it to be. There were a lot of things that gave me pause. I don't know what, I don't know, maybe you watch it and let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. So, yeah, that's what I have for you today. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up down below. I appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. And please, why not hit the subscribe button down below, and then you'll be able to stay up with all of my latest reviews. So until the next time, have a good day, and treat everybody like Tony Robbins would treat everybody. But don't curse at them as much.